very frustrating, very annoying. So I've had to come back in and reload it all, and I don't know why it crashed. It does that sometimes. That's the exact reason why I'm not going to buy FS22 when it first comes out, and sit back and wait and see what reviews are on it, see how the workers are, whether they are any better, and whether there's crashes. I expect to be bugs in the game, of course. There's always bugs in a new release game. A couple of months till they fix it all. But if the workers aren't improved on, and if the game stability is not improved on, I won't be buying it. As much as I love the game, I'll just stay with FS19. Better the devil, you know. So let's hope they've done some drastic improvements on the next game, or I'm just not interested. I have no idea where it's going to start me from. So, well, we're back in the house. That means I've lost everything that I've just done. Great. Great. Just lost everything I've just done. As you can see, we're in the second year of the farm. We don't have much time left to plant. It's day 7's nearly over. We've got 2 days to get seed in the ground. We've got more rain coming on Monday. The field's already sitting at 17% moisture. Participation on Monday is 90% and no good for seeds. 70% and then drops down to 50. It's not looking good to get the seeds in the ground. Tuesday, I just hope this rain goes. It's going to be the last day to seed. So can't do any seeding for another 2 days. It's a very frustrating time on the farm just at present. Very, very frustrating. And we're down to 25 grand. Mortgage came out last night. We're maxed out on the loan to the hilt. It's costing us an absolute fortune to keep the farm running. I've got a couple of bales here I might take up and sell. We won't get much out of it. The farm's been relying on manure sales and wool, but I'm not selling the wool yet. I don't sell the wool until 1 or 2 weeks before winter comes, which is when you get the best price for your wool. So we're not making any money from the wool just yet. The chickens aren't producing eggs. The cattle aren't producing milk. I've got no offspring this season. Last season we had a good year for offspring. The sheep have bred. We got that pen maxed out. This is our new pen here. It's they give milk, these sheep. It's sheep milk. You don't get any wool from them, but in return we get milk. So, but those guys aren't going to give us milk this season, so count that out. This one's our dairy farm here. Saw our dairy cattle. We've got 4 bulls in there, 4 sailors, and they haven't bred this season. We've got no milk. These are our beef cattle here. I sell these every season. At the end of the season I rebuy new ones, so I can't expect carbs out of them, obviously. But even they aren't producing anything, just manure. It's the only thing keeping this farm alive at the moment is manure and slurry. So I think I'll stop giving them straw bedding because that's costing me a lot of money to upkeep that. Yeah. Farm's in a lot of trouble. We're financially broke. Our bulls over here, we can't sell them because we won't make any money. they're all calves, regardless of how they look. They're newborns, they're calves. So I took them out of our pen yesterday. If anyone's following the series, you'll see we shuffled the pens around, and so I've got all the bulls out here. There's no point putting them in now because it's late spring and they're not going to breed. So I still have 4 bulls in the beef pen and the dairy pen, just on the slight hope that they will breed. But then they're not going to. I already know that from experience. They're not going to breed at all. We're going to take a run over to the shop actually. We've got the old girl out of the workshop, so we'll go and pick her up. The fields are saturated. We're going to go up there and have a look, do another ground check. I've got to get that seed in the ground. If I don't get that seed in the ground, the farm is going to collapse and we won't see this season through, let alone any thought of next season. So we're in big trouble, big trouble. There's nothing we can do about it, nothing at all. It's being a self-sufficient, attempting to be a self-sufficient cattle farmer and dairy farmer. I rely not so much on crops. I rely on crops only to feed the animals, and I rely on the animals to make me the money. There's the old girl there. She's got a new fresh coat of paint on her. Bloody beautiful. God, I love this truck. She's been my water truck. I've had her from the start. It's been a good truck. This is our slurry trailer we've got here. I just haven't picked it up as yet. It's been sitting here for ages. And Kenny rang me and he said, when are you coming to get your gear, mate? So I guess today we came and got the gear. So yeah, the farm's in big trouble and I don't really know what to do about it. There's not much I can do about it. All I can do is hope that we can get our crop in the ground. Yeah, it's not looking good anyway, so that's all I really got to say about that. So we're just going to put our slurry trailer down here, get it packed away. I'm a bit disappointed in the farm, really. I really expected, especially after last season, I expected this season to start off with an absolute bang, but we've gone backwards and we're losing money hand over fist. We're going to go broke. That seed, we need to get that seed in the ground. If we can't get that seed in the ground, the farm won't survive this season. The bank won't loan us any more money, so can't rely on the bank. We're in dire straits. Yep. If we go broke, this entire build has been for nothing. So going off the weather, it's really not looking good for us. To be perfectly honest, it's not looking good at all. We've got 2 days to seed. Obviously can't get seed in the ground today. And we've got more rain coming tomorrow. And it's going to rain up until 9 AM the forecast says, and then we've got more rain again after 6 PM. So that rain after 6 will just kill the seed. Tuesday we've got 9 degrees minimum temp. Cloudy, 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 and then sunny day Friday. I don't know if the seeds will even make it through to that long before dying on us. So we're in a really bad predicament right now, and I'm not too sure how we're going to get out of it, if we can even get out of it. So we're in big trouble. If I sell my cattle, it's pointless because I'll be having the cost of the upkeep of the pens and not getting anything in return for it. We're going to miss out on a crop, so how am I going to buy more livestock next year? These are all things that are going on right now. You get good money for chicken eggs, but they're not laying. They've given me 4 cartons in 7 days. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know why they haven't bred this season. I know why there's no milk. It's because they haven't bred. But why haven't they bred? We've done some late nights here on the farm, getting a few more paddocks going. We've had some big machinery running during the night, so I mean that could have disturbed them, and they can go out of season. The females, they can go out of season if they're disturbed, or you know, a different situation comes up. The other way, Bozo. Move. So I think I've actually probably upset them a bit. These bulls are only calves. They look like they're full grown, but that's just because the game, that's just how the game is. But they're calves, they're only young. So I can't sell them, they're worth nothing. Another problem is if I can't get any yields at the end of this season, I'm not going to have any feed left. We're at our limit now as it is. All I can make is TMR, and it's too wet to mow my grass fields. 17% moisture in the ground is just, it's no good. We're in big trouble. There's no point selling the wool because the amount of wool I have is pretty good. I'm not complaining about the sheep because they have absolutely just shed ton loads, like 3 times more already than what they did last season. But you don't get any money for selling the wool at the moment. It's worth nothing. So yeah, as I said, the farm's in big trouble. And I really don't see us making it through this season, and I think our series will come to an abrupt short end. So I just have to keep doing what I do and hope that the weather's going to come good, and just hope that we're going to be able to germinate the seed we put in. I was almost tempted this morning to start seeding, but I know from experience that they will fail. So that's something new we got. We got a new trailer here. If anyone followed the series, you know that I only had my last trailer. Only had room for 12 full-grown cattle, and well, no good. So this one we got 32 head we fit cattle in, 32 head. So yeah, make our life a bit easier. I actually got money back on the other trailer which bought this one and still left us with a profit. So I actually gained money and a better trailer by selling our other livestock trailer. And at the end of the season we need this trailer because we have to shuffle the cattle around. You have to get the bulls out. You can't leave the bulls in there because once they breed, they'll kill the calves. The other bulls that haven't fathered the calves, they will kill the calves, and then they will attempt to bring the girl's back into heat, which means that then they will be the father of the offspring, and it's a never-ending cycle. So we're in a little bit of trouble. So the bulls will have to come out, but I'm still going to leave them in for a few more days, and hopefully these guys here will get some testosterone, and hopefully they'll breed with the girls, because if they don't, we're in, like I keep saying, we're in big trouble. The farm's in big trouble. I can't stress that enough. We are in immense trouble, and these fellas here, they haven't even, I mean, they look sturdy, they haven't even bothered looking at the girls yet. So yeah, it's not looking good. The farm's really not looking good at all. It's probably going to collapse on us. So just have a look at them. I'm not giving them straw now, I don't think. I think I'll just start grabbing the slurry from them now, since they're not breeding. I don't want to waste the straw I have left. When we're almost out of TMR, we just need to do a TMR and a barley run, so I think we'll go and knock that on the head now and get that done. But I just want to pick up my 4x4. There it is. And get this back to the farm. Generally I don't hop and skip and jump to vehicles. I try and play as realistic as I can, but I wasn't going to run to the shop, and I didn't have a vehicle to sell there to exchange over and to pick this back up, so there was really no other option. So, well, while I'm in this, before I do any feeding, we're going to shoot up to the top 3 paddocks, my main paddocks. They gave me a fantastic yield last season, and that is why I've still got some crop from last season, but not much. We're almost dry. We're almost completely out. We had 3 days of solid rain, so I've put I had the seeders and the planters ready to go. They were all set up, ready to get going, and then we had a storm come, and then 3 days of rain followed. It just absolutely just soaked our fields. I'll check our field in the bottom of the bowl there, just to get a correct reading. There's a little lull just here. We'll get a reading out of this field. There's a little bit here where all the runoff comes. It's up to 20%. It was 17 yesterday. Not looking good at all. Seeds won't germinate. They'll just sit there and rot. I'll go down to these 2 guys. I got really good yields off both of these last season, sorry. There's a little bowl section down here. It's just muddied up. I think there it is there. Probably can't see it too well, but just where my mirror is, right on that point there. This little bowl section just here gives me a proper reading. This little bit right here. Damn, it's sitting at 20% too. We're in trouble. There's no doubt about it. I can't seed. I can't seed when it's this wet. They just won't germinate. They just won't germinate. This will be 20% too, I'm guessing. Jesus. We got more rain coming midnight tonight. Rain for 3 hours. That'll put the moisture, and then we've got more rain at 6 AM to 9 AM roughly. Then we've got more rain Monday night sometime after 6. That'll leave us only Tuesday, our final day, to be able to seed, and if the moisture content is up, we're not going to be able to do it. I'll just be wasting seed that I have left, and we don't have barely any seed at all. We got enough probably to do 2 out of our out of all of our acres. So I don't know what to do right now. I'm in a bit of a pickle. The weather's really hurting us. You know, we should have had germination already, and the fields are sitting there with expensive lime on it, and we're not able to do a damn thing with it. They're just sitting here waiting. We're going to go broke. $25,000 doesn't last long. Our income is in deficit in relation to the mortgage repayment. So even though we've got income coming in, it's still not enough to cover the mortgage repayment, which means we keep going backwards every single night. Every night at midnight we keep going backwards and losing more and more money. I don't see this farm surviving, to be perfectly honest. I think we're going under, and it's just a matter of time. So yeah, I sure don't want to start another farm. So it's a little bit heartbreaking to watch what I've built fall apart in front of me. It's a little bit disconcerting. You know what? I'm gonna straw the fields. I'm gonna straw all of this. We're gonna just try and rely on manure. I know I said I was gonna get slurry, but it'll be 2 more days before slurry comes about. So the manure's going. I may as well keep the manure going. At least I know it's some type of income, and if the cattle produce a little bit more manure than what they are already, we might be able to just meet the mortgage repayment. Let's have a look while I'm here. How much have we got? Bugger, a couple of bucket loads. Oh, we're in trouble. There's no doubt about it. In serious trouble. The farm may not survive. These guys some straw. We're almost out of straw, so these guys have got none. At least we'll get some manure. We're just surviving one day at a time right now. And last season I had all that money. We did a lot of work to the map, built it up quite a bit, and now I wonder if I've gone a little too far. Let me go and get some more straw. Damn. Every bale I have is just geez. Every bale I use is like worth $1 million to me at the moment. We can do some more baling, but we're almost out. Straw's almost empty. Grass is almost empty. I think we have about 80,000 litres of grass left. The only good news I can share is our silage bales are finally cured, so we can make some TMR, but it's not going to last us the season. I mean, what we've got down here, what you're about to see, is exactly what's sitting in the other shed. So we've got barely nothing. Hardly anything at all. Vehicles need servicing, they need fuel. I don't know where I'm going to find the money to do that. We're in big trouble. There's no doubt about it. We're in big trouble. It's very disheartening, to be perfectly honest. Alright, now you watch this thing You watch this thing play up. It's already jiggling around before I even picked them up. Yeah, all those hours. I've really worked this farm bloody hard. And I was hoping this season would have paid us our just rewards for all the hard work, but we find that we have actually gone to the bank and borrowed more money than what we could even really borrow, and in turn we oh, come on now, come on game, please. Problem, eh? 3, 4. It's gonna have to do us. There's no way that these bales are going to last us all season. Feeding these cattle that haven't given us bloody milk, and you know they're too young to sell. And even if I sold them, I won't have any money for next season to buy any more. So if I was to sell any livestock, I'd just be shooting myself in the foot earlier than, you know, maybe it's just better to sell everything and just go back to crop farming, you know. And if I have a bad season, well, so be it. It doesn't really matter. But, I guess it's just not the sort of farmer that I am. I'm a livestock farmer. We sold the pigs last season. And we sold the pig pen as well. We're not doing pigs anymore. They're just too expensive to keep going. And for the money return, I don't think it was valuable enough in profit. We didn't make much profit at all. Horses, I just haven't got time to ride every horse for 15 minutes every day. Just haven't got time for that. So yeah, it's been a bit of a down day. I try and stay positive, and yet I'm a little bit disappointed that the farm's really, compared to last season, we're sitting really well in a really good position, and this season we find ourselves in some real serious financial trouble. So, if anyone buys this pasture pen here, you don't have to give it straw. It automatically just puts the straw there. See? The hell did my bales go? Oh my god. Oh, things are looking bleak. Things are looking real bleak right now. They're all screwed up anyway. Whatever. It's taken all those bales. We just got to give them some TMR now. And we still have some pre-mixed TMR in our silo here. I may as well use up the rest of that. I've got the bales there. I can make some more, but I'm not in the mood to do it today. It's 5 PM and we're almost out of time. Dark's coming. We heard noises last night. The locals reckon there's a werewolf on the loose around. I don't really believe in werewolves, but that's what they're saying. They reckon they've seen it. You know, yeah, who am I to doubt? But I reckon it's just a big coyote. It's when you hear it howl, boy oh boy. It's oh, actually we're not gonna mix any TMR. trying to save them bales. We're going to use what's in the silo. We'll go and give them that. May do a manure run. I'm not sure if it's worth spending the fuel or not, but we've got to get some sort of income tonight to pay the mortgage at midnight. So I'll give these guys some TMR and then we'll just do a manure run. As you see with the fields, when I just went up there, 20% moisture level. It's just, you can't germinate seeds in that. You just can't do it. We're almost out of everything. We're almost buried. We're almost buried. How do I get more money? I don't know. I can sell some machinery, but you know, I kind of need everything I have. Everything I have has its own reason and purpose, and it's there for a reason and a purpose. Some vehicles I have can multi-skill task, but if we sell vehicles, there'll only be one or two that I can really get rid of. Anyway, I'll stop moaning and complaining. We'll go and give these boys down here some food first. Get them fed up. If I can make the end of the season, I can sell these bulls down here I got in the pasture. And these ones we're going to. We should get some good money for them, which, you know, I mean, we're only 7 days into this season, so I am looking a long way ahead. Quite open. I've got enough feed to keep these guys fed. Where's our trigger? They not need any. That's our dairy. And these guys don't need any. Righto. Just the top paddock. Yeah, so there's a coyote. I can hear him howling at night. He sounds like a big bugger too. Sounds like a bloody monster of a thing. So the locals are calling it a werewolf, and some of them swear blind that they've seen a werewolf. As much as I don't really believe in werewolves. Fucking game. I'm done with this shit.